Welcome to my channel, Finance of History, Money and Power News Together. Please subscribe to now.
Social media is buzzing with claims that Japan has introduced 20 gigabyte internet. But the real question is this actually true or just another rule? It's not a 20G network, it's a 20 GB data plan. Now the real question is...
Back in 2020, if you wanted a decent 20 gigabytes of data on your smartphone, you were looking at paying nearly 7,000 yen a month. That was way more expensive than what people were paying in places like New York or London. The government even stepped in and said, hey, there's a lot of room for prices to come down here. And then everything changed. In late 2020, the giant mobile carrier NTT Docomo dropped a bombshell. They announced a new online-only plan called Ahamo. For just 2,980 yen a month, you'd get 20 gigabytes of data, free calls up to 5 minutes, and access to both 4G and 5G networks. It basically cut the price in half overnight. People were excited, and the industry was completely shaken up. This wasn't just a small discount, it was a total game changer that kicked off what many called the phone plan price wars. Naturally, the other big players couldn't just sit back and watch. Soon after, Ahamo launched in March 2021. Other carriers jumped into the ring. KDDI rolled out its Povo brand, and SoftBank launched. Both offered similar 20 gigabyte plans at very competitive prices. The battle for your business was on, and it was fierce. Suddenly, consumers had real choices. The market was flooded with these new, affordable mid-tier plans, and the old days of super high prices seemed to be ending for good. The pressure was on, and prices kept falling, but the big carriers weren't the only ones in the fight. Smaller companies, known as MVNOs, saw their chance to shine. They started offering even cheaper plans to attract customers who were really watching their budgets. For example, a company called Japan Communications introduced a 20 gigabyte plan for just 1,390 yen a month. That's less than a quarter of what it used to cost. By 2024, the results were clear. Studies showed that Japan's average price for a 20 gigabyte plan had dropped to around 3,400 yen. It wasn't the cheapest in the world, but it was now below the average of other major countries. So what's the situation like today? The market has continued to evolve in some really interesting ways. That 20 gigabyte plan that started the revolution is now being upgraded. For example, Ahamo boosted its plan to 30 gigabytes of data for the exact same price. They're giving you more for your money to stay competitive. Other companies are getting creative, too. Japan Communications launched a data-only 20 gigabyte plan for around 1,200 yen, designed for tablets or people who don't need voice calls. It even has a flexible structure where your bill changes based on how much you actually use. Looking back, it's incredible to see how much has changed in just a few years. What started as a government complaint about high prices led to a massive market shift. The launch of Ahamo was the spark, and the competition that followed brought real, tangible benefits to everyone. From nearly 7,000 yen down to options well under 2,000 yen. The story of the 20 gigabyte plan is a powerful example of how competition can completely transform an industry and put more money back in your pocket. It's a great reminder to always keep an eye out for better deals. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this.